Hello, I am Whittle or Wettle ASMR, and well, for all those of you who celebrate the market, Happy Easter. Today is going to be an Easter special video because I want to do what, I like to mark different occasions like Halloween, Christmas, summer, but also Easter actually. So we're going to do an Easter special today. I'm going to tell you about Easter in Norway, and I'm going to put candy into my Easter egg. I'm going to explain that later for those of you who wonder why I'm going to do that. So, but first of all, how was your week? It's good. It was good. I hope it was good. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, and before we begin, by the way, I'll post a link in the description to the most recent science fiction roleplay, so if you like science fiction roleplays, check that out. Otherwise, just sit back, lower your shoulders, relax, and just enjoy this special video. For those of you who enjoy hearing about Easter, about Norway, and about how we Norwegians celebrate Easter, or mark Easter. So, there are a few things we in Norway like to do during our Easter holidays. A lot of people in Norway actually mark Easter by going to their cabins in the mountains. Yeah, in the hills, essentially, in the hills. That's very usual for many Norwegians to do during Easter. They may have cabins or huts, cabins in the hills, mountains, and then they will sort of, during Easter, travel to those cabins and stay there for the Easter holidays, and usually go skiing, hiking, stuff like that. Just enjoy the fresh air of the hills, So yeah, of the mountains. So of course, it's not every Easter there is equally good conditions for skiing, but it's sort of tradition for us Norwegians. It should be pointed out that me and my family do not do that during Easter, but a lot of Norwegians do. So that's one of the most... That's a very, very important and big part of Norwegian culture and Easter traditions. But there are other Easter traditions too. A more candy-related Easter tradition, which I do mark, because, as some of you know, I have a sweet tooth. I love sweets and chocolate and cakes and everything. I actually just ate a donut, just like an hour ago or something. It was good. It was a small donut, and it had chocolate frosting and creamy vanilla filling. It was very good. Anyway, I love donuts. But yeah, it was a small donut, not a big donut. But anyway, let's just get into the Easter part here. In Norway, during Easter, and this has been, I am born and raised with this, we have done this ever since I was a child, we will, where is it? You can see here, yeah, we will actually, just going to get that. We will usually have these big Easter eggs, you can see, which will be decorated with Easter-like pictures and spring-like pictures, And I'm going to open it, and you can see here, it's a beautiful Easter egg. It's my personal Easter egg. And then you can see that inside here, it's empty, so. What are we doing with it? What are we going to do with it? Why is it empty? It's empty because it's supposed to be filled with candy. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You're supposed to fill these Easter eggs with candy. I'm just trying to get it closed. I'm just trying to close it again. Apologies. It's tricky. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside. But we fill it with candy and chocolate and sweets and everything. So yeah, in Norway, Easter is also candy season. I'm not sure if they do this in every other country, but I know we do it in Norway at least. So I prefer to fill my Easter egg with candy and chocolates which are in wrappers and packages. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to mark I'm going to mark Easter with you guys by, in this video, filling this Easter egg with various chocolates. And I may do a slight bit of chocolate eating, like I'm going to eat 2 small pieces maybe. So yeah, so this is really just a video for those of you who enjoy a little chocolate crinkly wrapper stuff, me talking a little about Norway and Easter, stuff like that. And it varies from family to family in Norway how much they mark or celebrate Easter, of course. My family often just marks it by having a lunch, a Easter lunch, near the weekend, like on Thursday or Friday or even Saturday. It varies from year to year. But we will usually just have an Easter lunch and then have, you know, lunch with, you know, with various stuff and some eggs, some bacon. Because it's very usual to include eggs. Eggs are also a big part of Easter, you know, eggs. So yeah, so egg, bacon, and sort of is, I'm not sure what we call in English, but these things you can put butter, and I'm not talking about bread, just to be clear, I'm not talking about bread. We call them rundstykker in Norway. And you put them in the oven, and then you take them out of the oven, and then you can put butter on it and various stuff on it, and we also put egg and bacon on it, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure there's an English word for it, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to get ready to put in the chocolate bars and chocolate stuff into the Easter egg, and well, and I'm going to talk a little about the various chocolates as we go through. Okay? Okay. So, I'm just going to get everything here. You can see here it even says on the package, påskeegg, which means Easter egg, but these are smaller Easter eggs, and these you can eat. I'll explain it later. But I'm going to begin with addressing one of the most important parts of Norwegian chocolate traditions, the quick lunch. And this chocolate is not really just specific to Easter, but it's very, to be honest, it fits Easter very well. This is a package containing 3 quick lunches. I'm going to open the package afterwards. And Quick Lunch is from Freya, which is like one of the biggest chocolate brands of Norway. And Quick Lunch, it says Quick Lunch, which means, essentially translates to quick lunch in English. And this is like Norway's official hiking chocolate, because we Norwegians, we love to hike. Hiking is a big part of Norway, of Norwegians' culture in Norway, and especially during Easter, you know. So it's very common to, during hikes and during trips in Easter in the hills, mountains, to have it to a quick lunch or 2 and then eat it. Or other times of the year when you go hiking, to have a quick lunch chocolate bar in your backpack, and then as you find a place to rest in nature, take up the chocolate and eat it, because this chocolate tastes like, it tastes great when you go hiking. It's just a chocolate which fits hiking. It's a waffle type of chocolate, but it's also very good chocolate. So it's been around since the 1930s, I think, in Norway. So it's, yeah, it's a long-standing tradition. I'm going to tap on this man back here, this old-fashioned man. Okay, so now I'm going to decide where to begin. Now we have the Easter egg here, which I have opened. And now in this part we are going to put some chocolate. So what should we begin with? Let me just check. I got so much chocolate here. We'll try to begin with the biggest at the bottom. That's the most practical, you know. So yeah, I think the wisest to begin with is this one. Colibri egg. These are marzipan chocolate eggs with yellow marzipan and sort of drizzle stuff on the top. It's they're very good. Very good. And I'm going to put them into the Easter egg here. Put it there. Okay. Now, a lot of people who use Easter eggs use candy which isn't in any wrapper or packages, but which you can just, you know, shovel up with a shovel from the store. You know, those candies who aren't in any packages, but which you can just go into the store and just use a shovel to shovel up and then put into like the Easter egg, you know. So or the candy package, and then, you know, and then take it over into the Easter egg. You know, you get it. Yeah. These are regular chocolate eggs with creamy fill. Also very good. And by the way, this is from Nidar, which is another super famous chocolate brand of Norway. They also make great chocolate. I think there are 3 super famous chocolate brands in Norway. Super famous Norwegian chocolate brands who are all dominant in Norway's chocolate industry. It is Freia, Nidar and Minda. They are probably the 3 big ones. Okay. Now I'll see if I can stop back in here. Okay, now you can see here I have stopped it using. Okay. Yeah. I have decided I'm going to leave this out of the Easter egg because it's a little too big. This is Super Mix, the Easter version. And påske, here it says påske. That's the Norwegian word for Easter. And you can see a letter which I'm sure a lot of people who aren't from the Nordic countries do not recognize. It's an A with a ring over it. That's a Å. And Å is a unique letter at the end of the Norwegian alphabet, which does not exist in the English alphabet. So it's an A with a ring over it, and it's pronounced Å. So påske. We have 3 unique letters in Norway called for A, Ö, Å. A, Ö, Å. So yeah, but you will not find these letters in the English alphabet. Very unique part of the Nordic / Norwegian alphabet. Okay, I think you can find the letters in the Swedish alphabet too, but I'm not certain about it. But I believe there are Swedish names which includes these. There are Swedish names, I believe, which includes these letters. So this is from Brynhild, and Brynhild is, they are not really a chocolate brand in CV, they are more like a candy brand, which you probably can see in the package. Here you have more like more a candy type of stuff, you know. They also have some chocolate in it, but it's also more candy type of stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you this, which I'm also not going to include in the Easter egg right now, but these are påskeegg, Easter eggs. They are a cartoon with, no, not a cartoon, apologies. There are four small eggs in this, and they are filled with cream. You can use a spoon. It's very usual to use a spoon to just take a bite of the egg, like you see in the package here, and then use a spoon to just spoon out the creamy fill and just eat it, and then eat the rest of the chocolate. But you can just eat the cream and the chocolate in one too, of course. That's okay. So these are very good and very common in Norway during Easter. What to go with next? This is the package I considered eating from afterwards. These are Nidar påskemix, Easter mix, which are various chocolates, assortments of marzipan and chocolate. And marzipan chocolate is very common in Norway during Christmas and Easter, so that's why there's so much marzipan there. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, here you have marzipanpølser, which means in English marzipan sausages, essentially, or marzipan chocolate bars, we can call it, because it sounds a little better in English. They are sausage-shaped chocolate marzipan bars, and they're also very good. Then you have these more special ones, kolibristenger, which is chocolate marzipan bars with yellow marzipan in it, and some strisling on top of it. These are extra delicious. These are super great. I'm going to try to see if I can fit that into my Easter egg here. Okay, I did it. Now, let's open the quick lunch. Okay, we're not going to open the chocolate bars themselves. I'm going to open the package. I'm going to show you what a regular single quick lunch is like. This is a package containing 3 of these. This is a quick lunch, as you can see here. This is waffle chocolate. And on the back of the quick lunch are the mountain hillside rules of Norway. And these mountain rules was first established in 1952, and they are essentially words of wisdom and hiking guidance rule for when you go hiking in the hillside and the mountains, because of course sometimes going hiking in the mountains and hillsides, especially if you go deep in, can be a somewhat risky endeavor due to weather stuff and stuff like that. So they made sort of guidelines back in the 1950s for people who went hiking. To essentially help people understand the safest options, if you get what I mean, for their hikes. Like, it's stuff like, if it comes bad weather in and you can turn around and go back, then maybe you should go back and not go deeper in, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, but these rules are on the backside of every quick lunch, because quick lunch is, as I said, the hiking chocolate of Norway. So yeah. So if you go hiking in Norway, bring a quick lunch with you. Anyway. Okay, I put that in the Easter egg, by the way. I'm going to, I think I believe this is the final one I'm going to show you today. I believe I've shown you pretty much everything now. This is also something I personally associate a little with Easter, but you can get it all year round, and I eat it other times of year too. This is krokanrull. It's essentially almond brittle chocolate roll. It's a very good type of chocolate roll. There are various chocolate rolls you can get in Norway. There is the standard milk chocolate roll. Then there is the smile chocolate roll. And smile chocolate roll has this fudgy caramel fill in it, and the chocolate roll pieces are a little bigger. Then there is center, which is a different type of caramel-based chocolate roll. But you also have this almond brittle chocolate roll, which is just as advertised. It contains almond brittle, in the chocolate, in a chocolate roll version. It's very good if you like that sort of thing. You can see on the package. So yeah. So yeah. So long as you're not allergic to almond. I don't know if that's possible, but I believe it may be, so I'm not sure. But so long as you're not allergic to it, you can eat it. So I'm going to put this into the here. And now you can see I have made my very own Easter egg. Now I'm going to close it. Oh, this looks delicious, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to just close it. There. Now I'm going to show you again. So let's just, yeah, you guys can see, yeah. So now I made my very own Easter egg filled with chocolate and stuff like that, and also have some candy in addition. Oh, okay, but I thought I would do some of you people who like eating stuff of flavor today. I will eat from this Easter mix bag. I'm just going to take 2 pieces of chocolate to really get into the whole Easter candy chocolate bag. Cheers. I'm first going to just have to open the bag. Oh, I really get into the Easter mood when I'm filming this. Okay. Okay. This one. Open it first, which takes some time because it's a little difficult to open. There, I opened it. Okay, I thought we could do. I thought I could take this small piece. It's a small piece of marzipan chocolate with the drizzle stuff on it. And yellow marzipan in it. Yeah. I'm going to just show you another chocolate piece. I'm not going to eat this. This is a marzipan figure. A marzipan chocolate figure designed for Easter, as you can see here. And then I'm going to eat one piece. This is a regular chocolate piece of just regular milk chocolate, designed as a sort of chicken type of stuff, chocolate figure type of stuff, or hen or chicken, something like that, I don't know. The point is the same. I'm going to eat it anyway. So it's a Easter chocolate animal figure. Very good. Very good. Lovely chocolate, I mean that. Okay, I hope those of you who was just curious about Norwegian Easter traditions or just wanted a Easter special or a spring type of like video, or just a video about chocolates and crinkles, enjoyed this. And I apologize to those of you who do not like anything related to eating, but for those of you who do enjoy a slight bit of eating, I hope you also enjoyed the end. Wish you all the best, and for those of you who mark it and celebrate it, happy Easter. Thank you.